Hi, Steve here with an overview on 20 race staking attack. What it is? It is a staking plan that works just over 20 races or 20 events, and is very simple to use. Even though the formulas, 4,900 and something of them, is very complex, you as the user have a very straightforward job. So to set it up, you put in the start date, you put in the amount of money that you are prepared to risk on the whole series. Okay, so if you put in 500, that is what you're going to risk. If you put in 50, that is what you're going to risk over the 20 races. I mean, you can pull out of the race series earlier, and I'll show you how and why you may want to, but it's set to go over 20 races. If you're using Betfair, there's the commissions you can put in, or if you're using bookies or tabs, you put 0. And rounding, if you're betting with Betfair, you can just have 1 cent or no rounding. If you're using a bookie, which may say that you've got to bet in 50 cent or 50p or $1 or £1, then that's when you would use the roundings like that. No rounding if we're using Betfair. Okay, so what we've got now is we've got the start of a series, and the series that is showing here is one that's already been completed. In fact, it was my very first attempt at using the software to make sure it was working. And we can see there the maroon line is the staking, so you can see the staking stays pretty well the same all the way through, where in the blue is the return, which is up and down, finishing on a high, and the little worm that you can see there, that is our running profit. Now if we just have a look here, we can see here now, and I used only placed dividends right through and a couple of wins, but they kept relatively low prices. I managed to get 11 winning dividends, and I made 133% on my original £50 or $50. So that meant, if I scroll down here, I made £66 or dollars, let's just say pounds, £66 on the 20 races, and we can see down here how much I bet each race. This changes as the results are known. You can't have another bet until you know the result of the previous event or race. So let's go to a blank tab. Down the bottom there's, let's just scroll down the bottom here, you'll see we've got the introduction, which has got all your manual in it, and then we've got 5 different tabs which are all the same layout, but you can use them for different things. If I go to tab 3 for example, it's blank, it's ready to go, it's fresh, there's nothing in it. Okay, and we'll use this tab, and I'll just show you how to do a sequence. So you put in the day's date, and then you pop in how much are we going to commit. So we're going to do 100. Okay, we'll put in 100. And the commission, we're going to use a bookie, so no commission, and we need to round it up to 50 cents or 50p, because that's all they'll take as the minimum bet. So if we just scroll down on, look at the bet side of it, you can see there's money already put in there that's going to commit. So our very first bet is going to be £20. Okay, now what we are looking at doing, the principle of this 20 race staking plan is we are looking for what we in Australia, quaddies, which means we're looking for 4 winning bets that will be all up over those 4 bets, but we're doing it over 20. Now to get a successful payout that we will keep, we must have 4 winning bets. As we get more, then the equations multiply more and more and more. So on a very first bet, so we know we're going to have to stake 20, and we're playing it safe, and we're doing a place bet for the dividend is £2. So all we do is we wait for the race, and there's only 2 outcomes. It either wins or it loses. In our case it wins. So you can see now the next bet has jumped up. Okay, and we can see on the graph, if I go up to the graph, we can see there that's the blue return, and that was our staking. So you see the staking runs down initially, but as we get some winners, it's a rollover of the money going into the next bet to the next bet. As I said, when we get 4 bets, the money is quarantined. So if we go and have our second bet, and it's paying say 240, and that one wins also, just have a look at the third bet. At the moment it's telling us our third bet is £19.50, but if this is a winning bet, then you can see now it's jumped to 28 because it's reinvesting money into bet 3, bet 4, bet 5, bet 6. They're all having money invested. When we first started, bet 18 had no money against it. Now it's got 50p. If we do another race here, say this one here's 180 and it wins, you'll see that all of a sudden now bet 19 has got money next to it. So that's monies are being attributed to all the next upcoming bets. The other thing we can see here is the current profit and loss. So as we have a winning bet or losing bet, it tells us exactly how much profit we are in right at this moment. So we've had, of our £100, we're sitting at £74 profit. So if we pulled the pin after 3 bets, we are at £74 profit. But that's not the name of the game. Let's just say we're having a dream run, for example. I just want to give you an example. Now we'll have a loss. Let's have a loss. And then we have another bet. And that one wins. So this will be our 4th winning bet. So now we've had 4 winning bets. So we've had money go into one, into another. Only a proportion of it, not the whole lot. It's proportioned over all of those 4,845 combinations. But what I'll show you here is a bit of the magic workings behind the scene. If I push show, what happens is, here is what's happening behind the scenes. This is default bets, money being attributed, flowing through to each other. Even though you only make 20 bets, it's actually covering a lot more. The very first race, in fact, is covering 960 other stakings that will trickle down through the system. But because bet 5 has completed one series of 4, you can see there we have got 46p of our 100p back now. Okay, so if we never won, so let's go and we'll have one more race here, and let's say that one wins. So now what, all of a sudden we're seeing it's starting to grow here, and we've already now got £2.14 retained, so it's this much here. But as we go, this will grow and grow. As you can see, I'll just go to tab 1, and you can see now here is all the workings in tab 1. So you can see as we accumulate through, we get more and more and more profit, down to a total retained capital of 116. This was on a £50 start, so we have to take our bank out of that. So that is basically how the principle works. It's compounding, but we're only doing 4 races. Once we get 4 winning bets, that's quarantined. So by the time you get down to 6 or 7 bets, winning bets, that's over multiples and multiples of 4, and it jumps quite exponentially. So 20 race staking attack is a very simple way of getting some structure in your betting, knowing how much you want to bet to start with, and then using quality selections, horses, football, each way, place, win, under 2.5, match odds, whatever you need that satisfies the way that you bet, then 20 race staking attack is going to do it for you. It's a lot of work gone into getting this right, but it really uses the effect of compounding, and compounding only over 4 winning bets at a time. That makes this a very valuable betting tool. So thanks for sparing the time to watch this, and I hope that you see merit in it, because there is a ton of merit. My very first bet, my very first run, made that 133 on just a £50 start. Okay, on behalf of Michael and myself, Steve, thanks for watching this, and there's plenty more to get your teeth into further down the page. Thank you.